In this video, I just want to review some of the concepts that I want you to be able to understand just to be comfortable with the material in Unit 2. So our first concept is just the idea of being able to look at a graph and then know what the slope of the graph is. So to begin with, we want to start with 2 points that we can see easily. We want to be able to look at something like this and say, well, this is 0, 6. Whereas here, we can't really see what it is. We know it falls somewhere between 0 and 1, but it's not really easy to read just what the x-axis is. Whereas up here, we can again see this is 1, 4. So we start by picking 2 coordinates that we can easily read. So here are 2, 0, -6, and 1, -4. And now what we want to do is we want to track the number of units along the x-axis, the run. So there is our run of 1, followed by a rise of 2. So we'll put that into our little formula of rise over run. See that it's 2 over 1 and gives us a slope of 2. Concept 2 is where we want to be able to take a look at 2 coordinate pairs, and by using our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 formula, we can calculate what the slope is. So we'll use these values. Our y2 is -1 minus our y1 of -4. Our x2 value is 2 minus our x1 value of 1. And when we simplify this, we end up with a slope of 3. Concept 3 involves the ability to plot a graph using m and b from an equation, where our equation is y equals -3x plus 4. The value of m is the number that's in front of the x term, or as we say, the x coefficient. So the x coefficient is -3, so we'll put that down as our slope. And our b value is simply, in this example, 4. Now to plot the graph, we simply put in our b value, or our y-intercept, and then we look at our slope. Our slope is -3, which involves a run of 1 and a rise of -3. Plot that point. A run of 1, a rise of -3. And once again, if we want, a run of 1 followed by a rise of -3. Draw a line through those points, and there's our graph from the equation. Concept 4 involves using a table of values to calculate the slope, or the rate of change. So here's a table of values for some unknown equation. The first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our x values are in sequence. As we can see here, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. The x values are all written in sequence. Now, we're given the y values as well. -9, -7, -5, -3 for the respective x values. What we're interested in now is what is the difference from one y value to the next. So we just subtract -7 or rather we subtract negative 9 from negative 7, get a value of 2. Negative 5 minus negative 7, 2 as well. Negative 3 minus negative 5 equals 2. And the pattern continues. So this tells us that the slope is 2, or the rate of change, or the difference in y is 2. Now we can also get a little bit more information. We can look at where the x value is 0 and read what the y value is. So where the x value is 0, the y value will tell us what the y-intercept is. So where x is 0, y is negative 5. So our b value, or y-intercept, is negative 5. And with that, we could write an equation for this table of values. Concept 5. Use the given slope and the coordinates of one point to find the equation of a line. We need to know the values of m and b to write an equation. If we are told the value of m and given one point, we can use this information to figure out what b is. So in this question, we're told that m is negative 2, and then it's running through a point 3, negative 2. So we have three pieces of information. We're told that y is negative 2, x is 3, m is negative 2, and we need to know what b is in order to write the equation. So using the equation y equals mx plus b, we simply plug in the known values and solve for b. So y equals mx plus b, our y is negative 2, our x is negative 2, sorry, our x is 3, our m is negative 2, and we need to solve for what b is. So we plug in those values, and when we do and we solve for b, we get a value of 4 for b. So now we know what b is, we know what m is, we have enough information to write our equation. Concept 6, find the equation of a line from two coordinates. Okay, we already know how to find the slope of a line when we're given two coordinates, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We plug in these values. Y2 is negative 1 minus y1, negative 4, over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is 1, will give us a slope of 3. Now, we know that the x values can either be 1 or 2, and the y values are negative 4 and negative 1. So we just need to choose one of these two coordinates and plug it into y equals mx plus b equation in order to solve for b. So we'll choose the first coordinates, or first pair of coordinates. Y is negative 4, x is 1. We're told, or we've calculated, that m is 3. Now we need to solve for b. We plug in these values. Negative 4 equals 3 times 1 plus b. Solve for b. Arrive at an answer of negative 7 for b. Now that we know m and b, we can write our equation.